not to put any pressure on.
I need to. So give Cooper a round of applause, he's a virgin.
I'm going to sit down because it's not really a stand-up kind of thing. Music during the day for all of us, I think, is something that's pretty personal. You know, everybody on the tube has their own headphones and listening to their own song. And in putting a good test into the Fidelio, I came across the sort of realization that when you come home, you have your stereo so that you can share your music. It's there for you know, you can share it with a friend, share it with a lover, with family, you know, stoner buddy. It can be a raging party, but it also serves another purpose. It's there for those other more personal experiences in life. You know, you need to come home after a hard day at work and you just need to let loose and dance, or you know, you've just broken up with your girlfriend. It's also there for those moments. And so what I think the Fidelio is it's not. It's a way of getting that music through. It's there for you to let loose. And so I've come up with a few ideas centering around different mediums of advertising. The general gist would be that the Fidelio makes you dance. Everything's sort of centered around the fact that it's there and it's there and it's loud enough to really make you move. In terms of online, raising awareness online, I was thinking flash mobs are all the hit these days. If you were to do some flash mobs with the Fidelio as the center point, this Fidelio is so loud it can cause people in the streets to just break out and dance. I think YouTube people always love a good video like that. In terms of TV, you have you play on the fact that the people walking around the streets every day, you know, they're tortured because they can't break loose. And so when they come home, the Fidelio is that use. They can take off their headphones and they can just get buck wild with it. You have the Fidelio there for the course of a relationship, series of cuts through, you know, the meeting at the party, and then the dinner, and through it all, the Fidelio is there in the background as you see the love story unfold in front of you. And then finally in print, I think, and this is what I like the most, it's the Fidelio, instead of showing what its uses are, show the after effects of when it's being used. So, you know, the absolute devastation after a party, there's the Fidelio in the corner. Panties and trousers on the ground, there's the Fidelio as well, when it was used to seduce. And generally things along those lines, along that nature. And then finally, in terms of a direct marketing campaign, I thought it would be interesting. It's pretty shot in the dark, but I like the idea of putting mobile rock-out stations around the London Underground, around, you know, major city points. So when people need to, you know, have that little moment of release, they can go into the Fidelio little sound booth, plug their iPod in, and just rock the fuck out when they need that release. Anyways, that's it for me. This is my first time, so I really don't know how to go about this.
Great.
No, that was clear.
I know this sound man. Wow. Alex and John, would you like to be setting up? Do you have any questions to ask Cooper?
No, I don't think so. I really like the sort of that print idea, the sort of devastating after effects of Fidelio. And I guess, I mean, so just so I understand it a bit better, it's like, the sound is so real that it makes you want to dance? Is that the kind of...
In terms of flash mobs, it can be so, you know, the Fidelio is there, it's so loud, and you know, in the middle of Trafalgar Square or something like that, where it's, you know, really loud, or on a tube carriage. I mean, obviously you would hire dancers and teams to organize and choreograph it, but somebody would come along with a Fidelio, put it down, start playing, and he would start dancing, and then all of a sudden, everybody else starts dancing around him.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Our next presentation is also from students that joined us on this same intake 4 weeks ago. Guys, is this your first or second presentation with
Second.
Second. Second pitch, so looking forward to seeing this one as well. Round of applause please for John and Alex.
Hi guys, I'm Alex and
I'm John.
and we're here to talk to you about Philips, your Philips, amazing Philips Fidelio. Fidelity is sort of truth. It's kind of true sound. It's when you play some music or you have a kind of a tune or something, you want it to come out exactly as it was intended. And that's kind of like where we took our kind of start from. And it was in your sort of wording as well, authenticity. And basically we've thought that Fidelio should stand for authentic sound, the original sound. And we basically have come up with the idea of 10 tribute band acts in London and 10 tribute band acts in Paris. We fly these, we make them free, we really get people excited about them. Difficult, you might think. Everyone's sitting there, they're waiting to watch Florence and the Machine tribute band come on stage. They're vaguely excited. And then Florence and the Machine actually come on stage. And can you imagine people's reactions to that? Being that close to the people, you know, your favourite band, being almost within touching distance, 3 feet, with a pint in your hand in your local pub, or in your local bar, or anything like that. And what's the first thing you do after you've dropped your pint and got another one? I suppose it's get your phone out and you go and you record it and you tweet it and you put it on Facebook and you try desperately to get it out there before anyone else does. You know, to be the first to go, oh my God, I've seen the coolest thing. I'm 4 feet from Florence and the Machine. This is incredible. The script, or you know, someone amazing that you just never get to get that close to. And can you imagine if it's 10 events across London, all independent, erupting like that, all these people tweeting. It's only a matter of time before people in the press and the media start picking up on that. And they go, Jesus, what the hell's happening in London? No one knew about this. This is tribute band's gone mad. It's the real deal. And so we basically kind of like get media coverage. All of the hoarding in the on the stages would be Philips, Fidelio in the room, authentic sound. So every tweet, every photo, every video that everyone takes, as well as Philips recording all of the sessions as well, would be, I mean, the multiples of that's free. It's free media, it's free kind of exposure, it's something that's achingly cool. It's putting Philips at the absolute epicenter of kind of cool music and happening and current, and using every kind of available channel to get their message across without even having to. And we think that that would really get the message out there, that Philips are serious about music. And this would obviously generate incredible content. So the next day, you got all the papers reporting on it, still in the news. And then we start seeding YouTube videos of these people's reactions and just the incredible little sessions, personal, intimate sessions that have taken place around London.
So all the people who've got wind of this, as they haven't actually seen it, or they've seen little clips, they can go and see good HD quality footage of this stuff, and it'd just be lovely to see, you know, close-ups of people just doing a double take, you know. It's a bit like, God, they're bloody good they are. Oh my God, that is Florence and the Machine.
So they're not a tribute band, or they are a tribute band?
No, they're billed as a tribute band.
But then it's the real deal.
Then the real deal steps on stage.
Simultaneously all across London. So we just think that would be some really lovely content. As much as seeing those bands perform in the Dog and Duck or wherever it was, at a local community centre, or somewhere quite classy. You don't want it all to be sort of, you know, down marketplaces, a real mix of stuff, real mix of music. But as much as the novelty of seeing acts like that performing in those kind of slightly off-key venues, I think the sort of the human reaction of people's wonder at seeing these people, and then you just know that it's going to go off. People are going to go nuts. It's going to go everywhere. So we think that footage would be really would be gold, really. And then we can carry that through to our press and TV campaigns, just using the same thing and backing it up about Philips standing for authentic sound. And then when you go in store to buy it, you'll be using some of that imagery around the product itself. And we thought a nice little touch was if you could get a free iTunes download of your chosen artist.
From the night.
From one of those nights, yeah. And we'd mirror this, the whole activity we mirrored in Paris, exactly the same thing. They've got quite a big tribute act history in Paris, so it's not, culturally it would work on the side of the channel. And yeah, we just think it's got a lot of legs in terms of hype and impact and getting the name out there and standing for something, for authenticity.
Yeah, we just think it's a really ownable and
So
different
the idea in a nutshell is kind of Fidelio turns inauthentic sounds into authentic sounds.
Yeah, and Philips are bringing you the authentic sound.
Music as it was intended to sound.
Yeah.
And you can't get more authentic than the actual artist.
So we go and find inauthentic stuff and make it authentic by
and
providing the real deal.
associating the product with it.
Which gets people fame is one of the things that you guys wanted. Can't get more famous than that.
And hopefully a lot of free media as well.
Yeah,
exactly.
And
It kind of comes off the artist, doesn't it? Whenever you sign up, it's
I mean, obviously that's going to cost you a certain amount of money, but for you only want them for 45 minutes tops. Really, it's just that initial impact.
Yeah.
And then all that content that it generates after that. I mean, you have sort of Florence or some of the script standing at the bar with a sort of stunned local having a picture or something like that.
You could do some funny stuff. You could take that, putting the speakers back in a white transit van in the car park. Sort of mix it up like that.
Those little touches.
It'd be a bit of fun.
And I guess the artist might sort of be up for it because it sort of humanises them. And
Absolutely,
Yeah, and it's an intimate, it's a kind of like, they don't I mean, we thought sometimes these artists do just pop up somewhere and they do this little intimate gig and oh God, did you hear about that? It's amazing.